Oh, hi. What time is it? It's stream time. Uh, Nobody's here yet. Oh, there's Barrick. Hi, Barrick. What's up? We're gonna play what we usually play on Fridays, except last week, because Monster Hunter Rise came out that week. Um, yeah. Uh, Soul Reaver 2. If I remember correctly, we are almost done with the game. And then we're going to move on to Blood Omen 2, which is kind of fun, but a little bit of a train wreck. But we'll see that later. For now, it's time for the stream. Is this working? Now it's working. Alright. Oh. It's very loud today. Okay. I don't know why I have 3 save files. Did I make a backup? Just in case? I do that with JRPGs sometimes, ever since I got soft locked in Final Fantasy VII at the end of the first disc, and wasn't able to go back. So I had to play the entire game over again, and I never got to that point again, because that kind of like sapped my enthusiasm for playing, if we're being honest. But now we have the remake, which I still need to actually get, so that I can play it on something other than my roommate's PS4. Like my PS4. Alright, if you're gonna just keep throwing fireballs at me until I die, I'm just gonna kill you. I didn't need to kill you. What's the first person? There we go. Aim button. Oh, that was weird. There we go. Yeah. God damn it. Aren't vampires supposed to be super fast? I mean, honestly, if I was an NPC in a video game and the main character was trying to kill me, that's what I would do. I would just run around in circles and make it as frustrating as possible. So maybe they just give up. Hey. Your metal sword can't beat my energy sword. Or maybe it can. Nah. Alright. I don't actually remember what happens at the end of the game. But I feel like it's gonna be something ridiculous, like Raziel kills his past self and creates a paradox again. Hey, Melody.
Seize him.
Yeah, I don't... Ow. There we go. Gotcha. Gimme munchies. Hey. No fair. Just fucking spamming the same attack. Oh, good job. I hope it gets fixed soon. I'm kind of disappointed there's no, like, desktop PC repair places anymore. They all do phones or laptops. The only place you can really get desktop PCs repaired anymore is Best Buy. And they're expensive. I tried to take my desktop to a PC repair place that they only really did phones and laptops, and they were like, oh, we don't know what's wrong with it, we can't do anything about it, we don't do this. we don't do desktops anymore.
I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
Oh. Pick it up.
So, Raziel, here we are finally. You have no choice but to confront me now, and I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
You knew I would lead the Seraphim to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malik, do not let this creature leave.
Oh shit, it's Malik.
It is a danger to the circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the time streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Oh, hey! That...
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The circle is under
Hold
attack.
fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
Oh,
What are you
shit.
trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose?
That was audio from the first game.
Everyone you encounter.
Like, taken straight out of the first cutscene.
To this point, Mobius. But it's a mistake I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik, bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraithblade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling, a remote but palpable sense of longing, as the disabled Wraithblade tried vainly to embrace its physical twin.
So I can't throw the Soul Reaver, unfortunately. But I can use it in battle.
Come to take your revenge, demon.
Sure.
Back to hell with you!
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as Sarafan, and in unlife as Cain's vampire sons, Melchiah and Zephon.
Melchiah and Zephon.
These bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them, how they would become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it
the first two bosses of Soul Reaver 1.
Drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what the Reaver would do to these two.
Oh, jeez. I'm invincible. I've taken a ton of damage, and every time I have, my health bar's just gone up to full. Alright. Jeez. Stop it. That hurts. Will you cut it out? Okay. See, I can't block those power attacks. I'm gonna kick their butts. Will you cut it out? I swear to God. This is annoying. There we go. Get him. Alright. You know what? There we go. Also, I just realized we've been on the wrong thing.
Before my blade, I felt the Reaver's blood as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving.
It's okay, he's just talking.
Consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust. The blade had a vitalizing effect on me. My physical energy no longer decayed over time, and the wounds inflicted by my foes healed almost instantly. The Reaver had made me invincible.
Come on. Okay. I need to move these so that I can actually... Alright. Here we go. That one. And it's still not working. There we go. Got it. Is this 4x3? It is. Okay. Oh, why is this... Why is this wrong? Fit to screen. Okay. It's all wrong. Okay. Yes. There we go. Alright. I have fixed the problem. Now everything shouldn't be all stretched out. Which way do I go? Probably this way. Oh boy. Is this gonna be the other guys?
Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart?
You'll have to get through us first.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Cain's blasphemous private joke, and I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was I who put these bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Cain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
Yeah. It was Raziel the whole time. Alright. Move aside. Ah. Get him. So Rahab was the mermaid man. He was the fish man that you killed not by fighting him, but by destroying all the windows in his boss fight room and making it so that he dies from the sunlight. think, wasn't Melchiah the first boss? Where you crush him?
Get back to the pit you crawled from, demon.
And here at last was my brother Turel, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Cain's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Turel had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafan Turel would not.
Yeah, you never fight Tyrell. He's the one guy that you never fight in the first game. Probably got cut for time. He was probably supposed to give you like the projectile power, and they just gave that to a mini boss. Ouch. Damn. This guy's fast. Quit it! He's fast and he's got tons of range. Because he's using the fucking... I don't remember what that's called. Bladed spear. Kill him. Alright. So now I just go through this door as usual. I suppose. You know, it's disappointing that they didn't put that many secrets in this game. They had all sorts of side content in the first game that I skipped over.
We are. You've destroyed my breath.
But,
now you've come for me.
This one.
You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend now.
Love when this voice actor just talks to himself.
No, vampire. This is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass?
Ah. Gotcha. You know, it'd be funny if they had the same, like, animations as well. Just like he also fights while leaving himself wide open in a weird stance. That's just how he's always done it. Alright. How much health does this dude have? Why won't he die already? Oh, there we go. Ah, right in the dick.
That's you. And so it ends. My history comes full circle.
I like to imagine that
Sensing
Raziel
its twin, the
realized,
Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and
like,
instead wound
immediately,
lovingly
or
around its
as
form.
soon as, like,
I felt its
he got
grip
stabbed.
loosen, and as the
Past
blade
Raziel
lifted,
realized that
its
that was
absence
future
filled
Raziel.
me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a
But of
storm
course he wouldn't
bent
remember
over
after that
awareness.
because
With
he doesn't
all
remember
other foes
anything
exhausted, the conjoined
from
blades
his
turned themselves on me, and I
non-
realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be.
That's the
so
fun thing.
The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Cain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade. So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You. Are you enjoying this game? Don't fight it, Raziel. Give into it. Was this your destiny for me all along? Trust me. I felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twin soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Cain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Cain had gambled everything. Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel. Behind Cain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And
I like the look on his
joy
face. He's just like,
horror on his
what the
face.
fuck's going on?
Perhaps we had strained history too far this time. By trying to alter
What the
my
fuck?
fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox. My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel
The Hilton.
must stay dead. But Cain's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny. I had merely postponed it. History abhors a paradox.
History abhors a paradox. To unlock all of the game's bonus materials, enter this code. Yeah, so the game just kind of ends really abruptly. There's no real, like, conclusion there. It's just, it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. And when did I didn't actually know this would be so short. Let's see. Soul. No, it wasn't. Leg. Let me see if defines. So, Soul Reaver 2 came out in 2001, and yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be so short. We might start Blood Omen 2 today. I don't have it prepared, but I can do it pretty easily. Yeah, so this game came out in 2001, and Defiance didn't come out until 2003. Blood Omen 2 came out in between, so there was no, like, conclusion to this story for another 2 years. Because Blood Omen 2 is a prequel. And also kind of selectively canon. It's weird. Maybe? I don't know. There's no fucking conclusion in Soul Reaver 2. We have to wait until Defiance. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit, because it's very loud. And then I'm gonna go to Vim's lair. I'm not doing anything illegal. It's fine. Alright, this is gonna take a little while to download. So in the meantime, let's look at what they were doing with Blood Omen 2. It's a fun little
Shards of
preview.
tattered dreams I rose, unwilling, tossed upon tides of pain that flowed and ebbed and left me searingly awake, and more revoltingly alive. It was then I saw her for the first time.
I will.
And I am here to help you. Then let me show you the future. You have been asleep for 200 years. In that time, this is what has become of Nosgoth.
So, I don't know if you can tell from this gameplay, but Blood Omen 2 is not that great.
The natural order, vampires preying upon humans.
It's probably better than Blood Omen 1.
Now and forever.
Would I call it a good game? No, not really.
Drowned in the backwaters of passing time.
Vampires in service to the Sarafan, are they mad?
It's definitely interesting.
Very well. Tell them Cain is coming, and I will deliver them all.
I wonder if you can go to legacyofkane.com still. Legacyofkane.com. I don't think this is gonna work. It's been loading for a while. Voice talent. Oh my god. There's so much bonus material.
The making of Soul Reaver.
Soul Reaver. I feel an obligation to work out since I'm Soul Reaver. So when the time comes, I'll be able to wear tight black outfits, and they won't feel so terribly disappointed to see that it's the 60-year-old cocker doing this voice.
Yeah, I think legacyofkane.com is gone.
So I went out to buy PlayStation. Right. And we hooked it up in the house, and then I started it. Because I never played a game like this before. I played a game, period, other than, Knick Knack or the little Pac-Man or something.
Right.
And it's extraordinary. The opening is really extraordinary with the wings and the ripping and the throwing down of the abyss. And
Right.
now I'm getting into the labyrinth. 2 hours later, I still am nowhere. He keeps falling off the rock, and I can't work it to get him off the rock. And my daughter is sitting in the bed. She says, "Dad," I said, "leave me alone. I'm going to do this." She said, "But I can." I said, "Leave me alone." 2 hours later, I look up and I realize it's 2 hours has gone by, and it felt like I was there for 5 minutes. And I have gone no further. And I wanted to get into the other things I wanted to see, because I did several other voices. I wanted to get,
Right.
couldn't do it. And I said, I can't do this. So when I went downstairs, I came back up, and I looked, and she's already well beyond me. And I said, so there's got to be a chip that the kids have in their heads that some of us don't have.
Right.
From another time in our existence.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is a video game for the PlayStation 2.
There's a lot of talk for a video game.
It's a story-based game. Yeah.
I'm so used to sort of doing 5 lines different. Go through that door! Don't go through that door! Hey, go through that door!
It's more to being a vampire than drinking blood and ripping out throbbing hearts. Trust me, doll.
Those aren't really outtakes. Those are just the voice actors goofing around.
The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient.
The guy who the guy who plays Kane definitely looks like human Kane. It's funny.
And he goes into 3 pages.
Taking a rest.
And it's so great. That is so fun.
So we're getting some pops on Parasite. Poetic.
Parasite. Wouldn't that be
Oh, what?
the biggest
Nightbot.
39,919.
You stay here. I'll go and warn the others. I'll go and warn the others.
Be gone! You are not welcome here!
See, that's an outtake.
906.
Be gone. You are not welcome here.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Amp up that accent just
you gotta
It disappeared a little.
make it so it's not a link.
Oh, let me out of the room.
License to kill.
Licenses, the scenery and me will go.
I fear you have been followed.
You gotta do it like that.
Janos, no! Oh, that's your line. But how did I do it? Is it okay?
It was so good. That's the way I'm going to do it. George Burns.
But then how do you avoid big follows?
How many voices do you do?
Just one. I mesmerize you to think that it's more than one.
It's a hypnosis trick.
Yeah.
I'm under a spell.
He's the man of many voice.
The man of many voice.
Embrace your destiny, Razia. You must reclaim the Reaver. It alone was forged for you, and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
Good. Renee, you gave us an extra alone.
It alone was forged for you alone. But I liked it.
It alone was forged for you, and you alone was for you alone.
Alone.
Dying, give me a break here.
That's pretty good. I'm dying, give me a break here. Oh, wow. Look at all this.
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
The guy who voices the Elder God looks exactly like I would imagine somebody with that voice.
You realize this is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
Just like an old guy.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
The pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us. Your arrogance is boundless, King. There's a third option. Monumental secret, hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
God.
Yourself. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently, sir. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose
one day it lands on its edge.
Your fatalism is tiresome, King.
And profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand our presence here doesn't alter history. You and I meet here because we are compelled to. We have always met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river, the current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream. The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient. Except, how do we explain William here? The beloved boy king turned tyrant. In my youth, I witnessed William's rise to power and his transformation into the nemesis who laid waste to Nosgoth. Years later, I stumbled upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Mobius. In my wisdom, I seized this opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Mobius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race. This one reckless act unravels the skein of history. The nemesis never becomes the nemesis. William dies a martyred saint. I, the vampire assassin, become the author of my own species' extinction, and Mobius profits from all of it. I destroyed a tyrant only to create one far worse. But how can it be so? How? If history is immutable. The answer is here in this room, Raziel. Mobius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the soul Reaver. The Reaver is the key. Two incarnations of the blade meet in time and space. A paradox is created, a temporal distortion powerful enough to derail history. If you truly believe in free will, Raziel, now is the time to prove it. Kill me now, and we both become pawns of history, dragged down the path of an artificial destiny. I was ordained to assume the role of balance guardian in Nosgoth, while you were destined to be its savior. But the map of my fate was redrawn by Mobius, and so in turn was yours.
And who has slandered me, sir? Your malefactor Cain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you, our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly.
I like the
We'll forget about rekindling
physicality he's got.
But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Cain dead. I can help you do it.
He's
You may
totally
never
doing
again
the
be
like
human,
scheming.
Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this.
But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum, but do what you have to do.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that. So, Raziel, here we are finally. You have no choice but to confront me now. And I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
I love this guy.
The Seraphim to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malek, do not let this creature leave. He poses a danger to the circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the time streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Huh. Let's see. Photo gallery? Yeah, Simon Templeman. Simon Templeman still is in a lot of stuff, and he was in the first Uncharted. I don't know why he's not in a lot of the bonus materials, but maybe he just didn't want to be videotaped too much. He looks like a blonde version of Kane, human Kane. It's kind of funny. Let's see. Production. The team. No. Story. History of Nosgoth. Okay. These are just, yeah, cutscenes.
Cain
Oh,
dear.
that's just the opening movie from Soul Reaver 1. You know what? Let's watch it.
Cain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Cain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Cain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord.
I like the bat wings.
For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to
Ain't
suffer
kind
the
of a
fate of
dick.
traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead.
Cast him in.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell.
Remember, this was on the PS1. This looks real good for the PS1.
And my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
That was the PS1. It was pretty good. Promotional materials. Oh, let's look at the trailer.
You nearly had me, Raziel.
Bum bada bum bum bada bum 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 bum. Ah, look! It looks so much better than the PS1 version. Ah. Hey, whoever's doing the gameplay for the trailers is as bad as the game as I am.
I know you're there, Raziel. These were the pillars so familiar to my blighted eyes.
Oh, hey. I know that cutscene. I had to do it several times. Oh, that's a cutscene? Huh. They also had a big icon in the top of the screen, apparently, that would show up when you were locking on. Which doesn't really make any sense.
to your destiny.
LegacyofKane.com. Go to LegacyofKane.com, y'all. Oh. Some concept art. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh shit. This is totally like a Daredevil pose. I'm pretty sure this is like specifically copying like a Daredevil pose or a pose from some kind of comic book. Or Nightcrawler? I could swear there is some like comic cover where like Daredevil or Nightcrawler or somebody was perched on top of a temple like that, or a church roof spire like that. I don't know. It's all Raziel cover, or the concept art. There's nothing for like our boy Kane. Oh, this is him perched on the pillars. It's all got the pillars. Huh. Oh, I see. There's a bunch of concept art in here. That's interesting. Look at this early concept art. He looks spooky. Oh, that's pretty good. With the silhouette in the background. That's really good. Yeah, starting to look more like his actual design. Oop. Kane. Just kind of hanging out on his throne. Ah. Angry. He angry. Alright. The Elder God? Oh. Those are some fun little concept art thingies. Vorador. He looks like somebody like stretched Shrek and then put his ear tentacles on his chin. And now he looks like a fish man. Vorador was a weirdo. What was with his, like, head fins? That's weird. Janos Audron. blue man. He looks nice in this one. Looks like a nice guy. Cool guy Janos. 10 seconds left. You lie. Mobius. You got that staff. Yes, I'm Mobius. Ooh. Welcome, time-span soul. Alright. Let's do the thing.